What are like the USB port micro? Is there mini and then regular USB
There's micro USB mini,
and then micro
USB A,
C?
USB C, USB.
USB 3.
There's too many USBs.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great podcast.
Yeah.
You're gonna cut all this.
All right, we're putting this at the beginning.
What do you have for me this time? Hacking into the stock market, closing down a bank, fixing an election. It's all easy.
What a bunch of trash.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Trash Movie Kings podcast. We haven't done this in a long time. If you don't know, this is a podcast where we watch a bad movie and we talk about it. There are dozens of shows like this, but ours is very unique and special because no reason at all.
It's us. That's
It's
why.
pretty generic.
Those are good boys.
We're good boys. We're from Houston. We've made a couple movies, couple three movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Features. So we at least think we know what we're talking about. But yeah, joining me is producer, filmmaker, actor, host of Bowl Cuts.
Oh, it's me. Okay.
Boner generator.
Jonathan Dick Karpicki. JD, how are you?
I'm doing great, guys. It's good to be back. I forgot how to do the show, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very patriotic. We have an American Pope. Hell yeah. It's about all I know about the Pope. So,
You know, I didn't think once about the Pope while we were watching this, but that does make this topical in a weird way.
Yeah.
We haven't said the title yet, but first, writer, director. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. What else do you editor? What do you go by? What do you like to?
Big Bad Baby.
yeah,
Big Bad Baby. Is that your name on our Instagram chat?
I think it's just Little Baby.
Little Baby. Okay, we're switching it to Big Bad Baby.
Yeah.
Justin Petty. Justin, how have you been?
How long has it been? A year? More than a year since I've been a guest on the podcast. The movie's still not done. So just trucking away at that.
The movie, I think, is done. We are just in the throes of constant negotiation about what to do with it.
Done
What does
is a
it
strong
mean
word.
to finish a film?
I don't know. I'm wearing the shirt tonight. I realized I've only worn this a couple times after ordering it for myself. The movie is Someone Dies. But I wore the shirt that says Someone Dies to the gas station. I don't think I've worn it publicly today. And I realized this is a little bit of an intimidating shirt. And I was like, I don't want
Someone's
I don't-
gonna die today.
Yeah.
I was like, is someone going to look over at me and pop off like, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's going to die. It ain't going to be me, motherfucker. And I was like, I don't live in the best area. It's not the worst by any means.
You can't
but,
wear the shirt unless you are spinning a butterfly knife.
Yeah, you got to. That'll make it better if you wear a shirt that says someone dies and you're also spinning a butterfly knife while staring at someone at the gas station that's minding their business. That's
Don't wear the shirt unless you intend to use it. You know.
yeah, you gotta be a little bit of a intense person. Maybe a girl would be better, to where no one thinks you're gonna kill anyone.
Maybe.
Unless you're like an intimidating looking girl, maybe.
I have my official "Someone Dies" butterfly knife right here.
Oh wow, I didn't even know you had
No
one of those.
shirt. But you know.
Yeah, I guess I'm the only one with the shirt so far. Anyway,
Email us at trashmoviekings@gmail.com to get your shirt. that you can-
or your butterfly knife. I might have one left. I don't know where they are. It's amazing how fast we got rid of those.
Is it right now?
After
It
having
really
them
is.
in a closet for a year and a half.
Cool.
But yeah, today to celebrate the American Pope, we watched 1989's American Hunter, of which I pulled up nothing about because I have forgotten how to do this show. So I'm going to hold for just a second while I do
Well, to be
that.
fair, the movie
Quite
doesn't really tell you
challenge
what
to
happened
find this movie.
What's that?
It was quite the challenge to find this movie.
Yeah, I guess we had to look around. What did you find it under Lethal Hunter or something like that?
It was. We ended up finding it on YouTube, surprisingly, but it was like the title was in French,
Oh,
I think.
Mhm.
someone trying to hide it real good.
Spanish.
Yeah, it was like
Sometimes.
in French, and it was like I don't know. That's not French. I don't know what it was, but it was hard to come across. You cannot purchase this movie.
Yeah,
it looks like there are plans to remaster it in 4K. It seems like a German film company called Focus Entertainment.
I mean, someone should put this out for sure on disc.
Like I came across this on there's a Facebook post that they made about it, and they managed to get like 4 boxes full of film reels. There was VHSs of this. Like they got a whole bunch of film materials to remaster and do a special edition of this disc 3 years ago, and it doesn't seem like anything's ever come of it.
I mean, I would imagine it would take a while if you're a pretty small outfit to do that. And if you were missing some, maybe it's like there's holdups and you don't know. I mean, some of it you may have to fill in with shittier stuff, like they do sometimes.
Yeah, true.
Because what we watched was a VHS rip, right?
It looked like it was. Yeah.
Had to have been. This was directed by, you guys were saying the name before. I don't know who you were talking about.
I don't know how to actually say it. Arizel or Azrael?
I think it's a Rizal.
Yeah, there's no.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like saying Azrael.
A prominent Indonesian film director, directed 52 movies. This movie's batshit crazy, but it's probably, I would guess, one of his few English movies. But
That story is not
hard
as
to
strong,
tell.
but he can get like a lot of cars, a lot of helicopters, a lot of vehicles. He knows how to produce the shit.
Yeah.
Oh
he's
my
got,
God.
like, 3 crazy films that seem to be in English or English adjacent. Another one's called The Stabilizer.
Ah.
And then there's another crazy one, but yeah, oh man, he died in 2014. Rest in peace. Arizel.
Rest in peace, Arizel. Thank you for your contributions to film with American Hunter.
Yeah.
Starring, some people. What's this guy's name? Christopher Mitchum, which I feel like I've heard of. Oh, he's the son of Robert Mitchum. And Robert Mitchum is pretty famous. Was like Out of the Past. Really old school actor, has a name that you might recognize. That Out of the Past is the only thing I know offhand, but he's got that face, that old American actor face, that you'd recognize. So this is his son who chose to do a ton of stuff. He seemed like he works a lot, but that's fascinating. Went to do an Indonesian movie, or maybe he did a couple 5. Anyway, American Hunter has a story, and it's about microfilm. I don't know. Microfilm was pretty big until, computers. But I guess right now we will, as we tend to do, try to get across this plot for you.
Well, explain microfilm for the people who may not understand.
Explain microfilm?
Yeah. Do we know what it is?
I don't know what it is.
I mean, it's
It's like a vague spy plot in a bunch of 80s movies.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's that much different from what you think of as microfiche, from like, if you're old enough and went to libraries when you were a kid before computers, you would look at newspapers, or I guess like in like Batman 89 is probably the most prominent movie I can think of with it in there, where they just would take pictures, like little tiny pictures, so they could store it of like documents.
It's kind of like a USB drive back in the day. It's like a roll.
Yeah, basically.
Typically 16 millimeter or 35, containing numerous images or documents, often used for continuous reading of lengthy materials like newspapers. But microfiche is like the big sheets. It's almost like the projectors they would bring out in like elementary school. That would be so you could read through things in a library.
So microfilm, I'm looking at it right now. Like it just looks like a real.
Wait, you have the microfilm? You've had it this whole time?
I've had it this whole time.
God damn. All right.
Christopher Mitchum's coming.
It's the size of a roll of film, like a roll of 35 millimeter, like photography film, is what it looks like.
I guess the one in the movie is even more micro.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That doesn't seem like anything. It looked like she was holding up an eyelash.
Yeah,
like a fake eyelash.
It wasn't that small.
It was.
It looked like 8 millimeter film. Which is probably what it was.
No, it was like this big. It was like the size of a safety pin that she was holding. It was nothing.
Yeah, it did look like she could tweeze her eyebrows with it.
Well, if you hold it like with the width ways, yeah.
No, it wasn't width ways.
Because it's film.
She was holding it up like this.
Yeah.
And it was smaller than this.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
it did look like a toy, like an action figure switchblade when she held it up. It was like way too small.
Yeah. So it's mini micro
machines. Yeah.
It's like a bobby pin.
Okay. Let's try to get through this plot. I've been selected to start us off. My eyesight is going. It's cool to be 41 for a little bit longer. So, the microfilm has been stolen by a pretty incredible guy and Jeep through glass scene. That's awesome, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Where's this guy? You okay?
Hell yeah, that guy's tight.
As long as the rest of my body takes.
And Jack fucking Carver is making a deal with the mafia or somebody for the MacGuffin, which is the microfilm. And he's in an office trying to get the microfilm from this chick.
You're dead.
He just turns around.
Whoa! That wasn't my advantage.
Did he just backflip off the wall?
I kind of think we need to see that again.
Yeah, that was so unexpected.
I didn't. My brain didn't compute what that.
And this guy, he beats the fuck out of the guy, and then starts blowing everyone the fuck away. There's machine guns everywhere. He's kicking ass. And he's fighting his way out. And even outside, he continues to beat the fuck out of these people in this office. Who knows why exactly? I guess the microfilm? I don't know. It's very confusing, the whole movie. But eventually, some guy throws a blue net of cum, and he's captured by a big, burly, barrel-chested bud who's some kind of bad henchman. But he escapes. Wow. Double guy through glass.
Yeah. Oh, the knee budget on this film.
With the help of some other guy. I don't know who the guy is. But they then blow up the secret prison building where he's being held. And then there's randomly some other intense bald GI guy that beats the fuck out of, I guess, the good guys that are on Christopher Mitchum, Jack Carver's side. But regardless, he's awesome. Who the hell is this guy?
I don't know. He looks like Craig T. Nelson.
love a guy wearing like a full sweatsuit.
Bald guy can kick your ass like that, wearing like a pajama.
Fucking Hans and Franz.
He looks like legit as fuck to me.
Yeah.
Is the bald guy what happened to him?
He just shows up and starts kicking ass, but I feel like Carver's gone, and it's like, why are you doing this? But I guess maybe
but then the
Carver
bald
had
guy's,
friends.
Done. Like we never see him again, right?
Mm-mm. That's the
didn't
GI
think so.
guy that he ends up.
Oh, the bald spot, guy, right? Not fully bald.
I don't know.
That was that's the GI.
We're talking about Judas?
Is his name Judas? Yeah, I think it's Judas.
All right. Back to Jack Carver. And he meets up with a chick that works for Selleck, Tom, the big bad, I guess. And he does her in the shower real good. They definitely don't speak the same language, and they're trying to have chemistry on camera. But then she's kidnapped, and he chases her while driving a truck with steering wheel on right side of car. A
la England.
A la England. There's 2 helicopters that arrive in this scene, and
Identical. Yeah.
she served a bunch of oranges after these duplicate helicopters arrive. But then some more dudes kidnap her again with a bogus helicopter. But luckily Jack Carver shows up, now in a Canadian tuxedo. Wait, does he show up in... He flew in with the original helicopter, right?
No,
This
he
is the part we
drives
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, I don't know how
He
they
got a phone call and he's like, "Hold on, I had to pick up my Canadian tuxedo. I'll be right there."
He
But
was
we don't know
there,
why.
and then he wasn't there.
It's
Yeah.
like they're banging, and then she's suddenly kidnapped, and then they're in a car scene where a chase, right? And then she's injured in the car scene. He's also in an explosive car, right?
Right.
This woman's been shot and stabbed like 18 times.
But she
But
has a
she's-
little scratch on the cheek, and
She's
serve her
in the
oranges.
car with the bad guys. Do
Yeah,
they just
she's
let her
kidnapped.
go? And do they take her to the hospital?
I guess maybe Carver kind of saves her, but it's
No,
weird that he
remember-
disappears. Does he drop her off at the hospital and just leave?
He's driving the gas truck and like he blows up the other car, but he gets her out of it and he's on top of her. And when the explosion happens, and then they just cut to the hospital, she's in the hospital bed. So we don't know how he got her there, but he saved her from those guys in the car. And then she's just woke up in this hospital bed. And then these goons come.
The story
Okay.
comprehension here is very loose, we'll say,
All right.
with the edit.
Editing.
Anyway, she ends up with a hole in her cheek or something, so they serve her 6 oranges in the hospital. Jack Carver shows up now in a Canadian tuxedo. I think we could safely assume this chick is important, probably because of her relationship with Selleck. She may have the microfilm. It's been pretty unclear at this point who is in possession of this film. We haven't seen it since the beginning. Possibly in the compact gift that that was given to her in the beginning. Was it given to her?
Yeah, it was like a present that the guy gave her at the beginning.
Okay.
That was
It
the
felt
first
there
Tommy
was,
White goes
some
and-
selling, this was either being sold, stolen, and gifted all in the same scene.
Who knows?
It's passed around this room by 3 different people.
Because he's like, "You need to leave us now. We need to talk." And she goes, "Okay." And he's like, "Wait a minute. First, take this gift. It's something to remember me by." And nobody understands. And that's how they dub it. I'm not doing a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a really robotic dubbing.
Is that how you think Indonesians sound?
No.
Yeah.
Pass.
Pass. I pass on this open opportunity.
My
to
first
do an Indonesian
no.
accent.
Anyway, they kidnap her from the hospital and take off in a helicopter. Jack jumps in another helicopter and there's a chopper machine gun fight. The girl leaps from the chopper and into the ocean.
Afterwards, Jack has a beer with a guy and tries to explain what's happening in the movie, but is quickly interrupted by a guy on motorcycle.
Right?
Motorcycle to the wheelchair chairs.
Dude, what is this guy what was this guy's plan? I'm just gonna drive through chairs on my bike.
I think he was sent to attack them.
Yeah, but he drove through every single chair on his way there.
Wait,
Why did he
Bob
punch that
Hoskins?
guy?
And a bunch of Blade boys who he is forced to brawl with on a banana boat.
How are we gonna fight all these drumsticks?
I do love.
Is there a butterfly knife in there? Or is
I
that?
didn't see one. I saw a
He's got
boomerang.
something.
There's a
I think he
buffet.
has.
There's a buffet.
I think he has
Buffet.
none.
They're fighting
think
at
a
a
guy-
banana buffet.
a banana boat buffet filled with
Banana boat buffet with bandoliers.
And boomerangs. A boomerang fight at a banana boat buffet.
banana boat buffet with
Boomerang
Blades.
battle at a banana boat buffet.
And bikini broads.
Meanwhile, the chick is, I guess, recaptured and taken to a big boss house where they threaten her with shaving cream in order to get info about where the microfilm is.
Are they gonna shave this girl's neck?
Carver has the microfilm.
I like that he puts shaving
Carver.
cream on it.
Carver has the microfilm. Does he think that the microfilm is in there?
He should lick it. Is he gonna lick it off?
Seems like Jack is on the premises, but decides to leave. I don't know. Maybe he didn't see her. Anyway, he goes to meet some tough guys in the bathroom to fight.
And then we go back to the big boss house where the crazy GI guy from earlier loves his monkey.
Snake bit me.
Was it black or brown? If it was brown, it was me.
I pooped in the pool.
What the fuck is he
Oh.
talking about?
Yeah, wait.
If it was brown, it was me.
He's like,
Is he-
I took a shit in the pool. That's what you say.
I mean, you're clearly white as fuck
Was that guy holding a monkey?
or something. And after our barrel-chested bud makes fun of him,
He prefers the monkey to a woman.
Oh, he's gonna kill you now.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Fucking kill you.
Get down, monkey.
Yeah, fucking yes.
Hey,
Or dry up your fucking brain.
what the hell are you talking about?
The crazy GI Judas guy kills him and I guess his chick, or at least throws her in the pool. Then this sets up some kind of trap for Jack Carver, or I guess the GI guy sets up some kind of trap. And it's on a train, of course. Jack Carver then rides his motorcycle over some logs and into the train cabin. Wow. Oh, he's on the train somehow.
I thought he was
I don't know
in
how that
lo-
happened.
he was in
He was on
logs.
logs.
The power of
gonna park
editing
this
is how
right
that
here.
happened.
To fight the crazy Judas, and he throws him out of the train, possibly to his death. Cut to later, Jack Carver goes to a cocktail party with the chick with the compact. She goes in the bathroom to touch up her makeup, and the microfilm falls out. She's
Right.
using the compact.
Oh,
It's not in
shit.
there.
There it is.
There
It's
it is.
definitely in there. Fucking called it from the beginning.
What if she was like, "What is this? Oh, I guess it's trash." Just throws- Oh, see? Yeah.
He's there right when it
It'd
happened.
be awesome if like he was cut in half by the train, but he's still alive.
And then magically, the crazy GI Judas guy is there. He didn't die, and he attacks her. But luckily, Jack fucking Carver goes to check on her in this moment and beats the fuck out of him. And this time, he dies for good.
Oh,
Do you stab him?
Where are you?
Oh shit!
Jesus, Jake. Are you all right? Yeah.
I don't think State Farm's going to cover this.
And that's, I guess, the movie. I mean, the movie is just action scene after action scene after action scene. It's not really ever concerned with plot or story. But
it's like Ricky O, but not as good, not as great.
I mean, it's pretty entertaining for the most part. There's a few lulls here and there,
Mhm.
but it's pretty, like, if you want a junky, sincere action movie from the 80s, somehow in 89, it feels way older.
Mhm.
I guess from being shot in Indonesia, perhaps, especially all the cars with interesting colors for wheels and just interesting colors all around in this movie.
It definitely looks like it's a 70s film.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's wearing like sort of those pants with flares, not really bell bottoms, but like suits with larger pants.
Yeah, like the flare legs.
Yeah, like shaggier hair, like from the late 70s. It feels like they shot it then and then took like 10 years to put it out somewhere. So I don't know.
The cars definitely make it look like a period piece.
Right. For 89, I mean,
the buildings are pretty grand, but I wonder how they blew up. I wonder what the story is with those houses that they blew up, because they explode like at least two like pretty large houses. So I don't know if those were ones they fixed up slightly on the outside so they could blow it up on the outside, but it also looked like the Michael Bluth model home. You know, it's just sitting in the middle of like a desert or something.
A lot of the houses, there's multiple of those houses, it seems like.
Yeah.
They definitely, I think it's like a Indonesian hotel that they mask as like the big bad guy's house at times.
Oh yeah, that was huge. That was like way too big.
Yeah, that's too big for anybody's home, but I don't know, maybe. It looked like a cool hotel. I would go to that hotel.
Yeah, I'd stay there.
Everything seems really nice here. I kind of was jealous of those beers they were having on the patio with the
those are great, yeah.
the wheelchair chairs styled to be like wheelchairs. That was fun.
That was a fun little riff. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty
wheelchair chic design.
Wheelchair chic.
Wheelchair city over here.
No one's watched Rehearsal season 2 except for me, I think, so we'll spare you. But it's really good. I recommend it. So far, at least. And
the way that guy blasted through all those chairs kills me. Like he was coming after them, but he took the long way, just like through every single chair and table set and group of people sitting there
on the dirt bike.
He drove his dirt bike directly through it. Like
gave them ample time to prepare for the man oncoming.
I also like that the guy, it basically was like Indonesia was like, sure, you can shoot wherever the fuck you want. We'll just feature our city, because he had the helicopters going in between buildings and like
they probably just gave them helicopters.
This guy seemed very connected. I mean, some of the stuff they do, with dual helicopters shooting machine guns at each other. Yeah, the 2 helicopter scene is like, for what it is kind of amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
There's
cool.
some very dangerous looking stuff that they do. There's a shot where they're very close and riding it seems like 30 feet up, maybe, like coming in hot and turning. Wow.
Helicopters are way too close together.
I know, right? Holy shit. That seems so dangerous.
This is giving me Twilight Zone vibes.
Oh yeah, simultaneously, and they're probably
it's called banking.
Yeah, okay. They're banking about 30 feet away from each other, and the blades are like 15, 20 feet.
And she's in frame when they do that too, so it's all like there's no green screen or anything. It's all pretty much.
It just seemed real dangerous.
Yeah,
I mean, it's stunt work after stunt work. It's like some really great stuff. I mean, there's that one shot where they blow up that building, and those guys are definitely just right there.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Burning building? Or no, burning.
Oh, they really did that behind them.
Yeah, this movie rips.
Oh yeah. When he drives the bike out of the building and it explodes, like that's a huge explosion.
Yeah. They timed that. Like when they ran out of that building in that one scene, like they didn't cut and like do the explosion in another angle or another shot. Like they literally ran out of that building and it blew up like seconds after they ran out of it.
Yeah, because I feel like in the American version of this, there would be like 6 different angles and they would repeat it from every angle. Like they would have all that coverage. Because what's that movie where Tommy Lee Jones plays the Irish like bomb maker? I think it's called like Blowout or something like that. I might be wrong.
Not Blowout.
cut this part. No, but it's whenever
By the
he
way,
plays
you
a
should watch
terrorist,
Blowout. It's a really good movie.
dude. Oh yeah, I know. I'm not getting confused with that one, but it's something.
Brian De Palma's masterpiece.
They do like real explosions in that movie, and it looks fucking cool.
Yeah, this reminded me a lot of Action USA, which is a movie we watched, possibly the first movie we watched ever doing this, but without it being a podcast. But I think that was what got us going. Yeah, it's definitely reminiscent of that movie, just like a lot of action set pieces.
That was the first of a handful of VHS movies that I was convinced to buy based on watching.
Have you bought any VHS recently? Did you stop?
I stopped. I ran out of room and I realized it's hard to find storage for them. I wanted to get one of those old school like wooden VHS style drawers that they had, but I couldn't find one.
If you want,
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those are cool.
Those faux wood ones.
Yeah, God,
I can hold on to some of those for you if you want.
You have some?
I mean, I've got shelf space, or I can buy them.
Oh, you want to hold on to the VHSs? I thought you were saying you've got some of those drawers.
No, I wish. The movie's called Blown Away, by the way.
Blown Away. Okay.
Okay. I've got Mac and Me. I'll give you that VHS. You can have
that's a great one.
How many times have you watched Mac and Me on VHS?
I think I watched it once. Not a good movie.
Nope. Yet they kept showing it to us when I was in school.
It's got that one funny scene of the wheelchair guy falling off the cliff.
Oh yeah,
Paul Rudd. And then the terrifying scene with the aliens dancing. Are they in a McDonald's when they dance?
I can't remember.
It definitely just seems like a commercial for McDonald's at some point. And I'm like, why did they show this to us so much in school? It was like the movie for when I was in like a 5th grade or something. Maybe 5th, 4th.
Was that Fred Savage in it? Which one of those movies had Fred Savage in it?
I don't know.
Is that The Wizard?
The Wizard. I rented that movie like once a week. I remember.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when Mario Brothers 3 was coming out, that was the shit.
Fred Savage is in the fucking Little Monsters movie. I don't know. I thought he
was
in like
Little
an alien
Monsters.
movie. Who was Flight of the Navigator?
He's in that too.
Is he?
Yeah. He had a big child career, I guess.
Is he in Blowout?
Oh, that's not him.
Blowout.
Flight of the Navigator.
Oh, you're right. It's not him. It's the
Joey
fucking guy.
Kramer.
Isn't it the guy that grew up and is it Elliot? No, it's not Elliot from
not
E.T., is
Elliot.
it?
It does kind of look like him, but it's not him.
Yeah. The guy that was Elliot in E.T. grew up and he's like in some what is he in? He's in
the Flanagan stuff, isn't he?
Flanagan stuff. Yeah, he's in some of the Stephen King stuff. He plays Jack Torrance in Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
I was listening to Tenich, I think his name is Thich Nhat Hanh, the Buddhist monk who wrote a lot of pop Buddhist books this morning. And it was talking about how we keep collecting things as we get older and we need to stop.
What? Why?
Well, Buddhism is about not being,
It's like minimalism, right?
Yeah, interested in being attached to any physical things outside of people and yourself, I guess.
But have they ever seen the
maybe
complete?
you could adhere to that
24?
and sell your VHS collection at some point, and you can get rid of it all and get like a little tiny chair in your room, and that'll be it.
Have they ever seen the A24?
I've got like 15 VHS tapes.
There's always some place to start.
Do you have the chunky Disney ones, the chunky boys?
No, the only chunky ones that I have is Action USA is actually a chunky one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
White Fire is a chunky one.
Fire.
Why did they have those chunky
Cocaine
ones?
Wars.
I don't know.
Cocaine Wars. Did we watch that?
No.
Sounds
One
familiar.
that seemed interesting to me, and I got it. It's not good.
The only VHS,
Those are the only 3 chunkies I got.
I think the VHS I have is Nothing Really Happens.
Hell yeah.
Some
Nice.
home videos. That's
Still
it.
buy a copy of that. I got like a dozen somewhere in the closet. All right, JD, do you have a favorite part?
Oh man, coming to me first. The first mistake. Oh God. I mean, I
Favorite part,
Favorite.
which means A.
don't fuck with me. Okay, I'll just do okay. My favorite part is when the crazy GI guy at the end, who we've seen like basically murder everyone with just his fists and his feet. He's holding a monkey. Like, I think they think Jack Carver's dead, and so he's holding a monkey next to the pool where the big beefy barrel chested boy is swimming, and like the guy in the pool makes fun of him. And he says something like, he prefers monkey over women to like the girl he's making out with. And I think he just puts the monkey down and he comes over to kill this guy. And I just like the moment where he's like, I'll fucking kill you.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Fucking kill you.
Get down, monkey.
Yeah, fucking yes.
Hey. Or dry up your fucking brain.
Like, just this guy is such a crazy person.
We were joking about it, and then it seemed like it was really, and it did happen, I guess. Yeah.
Eventually,
it wasn't like right in that moment, and it wasn't just about the monkey.
I was hoping it'd be, I'd give it an extra back. It was just about the monkey, and he just killed him.
Yeah, it would have been better if he would just killed him right out, and then explained himself afterward, probably. Yeah, that was a good part.
I just have an honorable mention, if you don't mind. This was something y'all said. It was I think Joey said, "What language are they speaking again?" And Justin goes, "English."
Yes, I was.
It is hard to tell.
I was sitting there trying to read the subtitles that it was in, and I was like,
yeah,
it seems like Spanish, but it's not. It's probably Portuguese.
I think so.
That's all I was asking. Yeah. But yes, it was comical. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Justin, what do you got?
I've got two. The first one is when our big bad drives his car, mows down this guy with his car, and then crashes through the wall with him on the hood of the car.
Stop! Stop! You crazy fucker! You kill me, you got nothing!
Happy lookout!
Real slow one.
That's a slow happy lookout.
Yeah!
It looks like
Do it!
Oh. Fuck you. Oh, we're gonna blow his blowhole out?
Do it.
Yeah!
Oh,
God. Why is he? How is he still alive?
His feet are
He would have popped.
a shot of his feet sticking out.
Well, it's like when a girl kisses a guy in an old timey movie and the leg goes up. It was like that.
And why was his ass in perfect condition?
Who are you?
This is a tight butt.
He had those buns. You know what I mean? Oh yeah.
And
Oh, the butt thing.
yeah, the butt.
Yeah.
So this guy's laying on the hood of the car, like presenting his butt to this wall. It's just like pouting it out. And then when he crashes through the wall, he's got his feet poking out. Like, I don't know how would you describe this position?
Well, the problem is the
It's like he's on his hands and knees
yeah
on the front of this car.
He can't keep his legs where they were because the stuntman would have been run over. So he had to like tuck his legs up, as he leaned on the hood of the car to go through for the stunt. But the guy, remember, because he does a soft press, he like kills him by like pressing him against the wall with the car first. And then
he goes back a little, like 10 feet and then rams them through.
It was the slowest happy lookout we've ever seen. But,
just the angle that they show from the front with his little booty poking out and his feet sticking off the front of the car like that's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
And then the other one is when the henchmen go into the bathroom, they're kicking in doors. They go stall to stall. They kick it aggressively, kicking in the doors, and then they stop and stand. And this sassy guy comes out of one of the stalls and lightly tosses a what's it called?
Fanny pack.
A fanny pack over his shoulder and sachets out of the bathroom.
He poses no threat to us. They know not to mess with him for some reason.
Yeah, they didn't mess with him. It was just a very awkward, silly scene.
The whole bathroom scene was just bizarre looking. It kind of looked to me like the bathroom scene in Reservoir Dogs because of Christopher Mitchum's jean jacket, which I think is what what's his nuts is wearing in Reservoir Dogs, where he has that monologue scene, and where he's thinking or telling the story rather, but you're seeing it or whatever. A very cool scene from Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it a little bit. But there's a lot of vaguely reminiscent things from Tarantino movies in this, and I'm fully convinced that Tarantino likes this movie a lot.
Yeah,
almost certainly. I'm surprised that it hasn't been released, but I guess somebody's trying to work on it as far as a disc. There's a lot to like about this movie. The only thing I wrote down, I think, was just a line where towards the end where they're threatening that girl with a razor blade and putting shaving cream on her neck, which I think is very stupid, but great. Someone comes up afterwards to her and is like grabbing her head or something, and his line is, "Your God can't help you now, bitch. I decide whether you live or die, slut."
For God's sake, I don't know.
Your God can't help you now, bitch. I say whether you live or die.
Oh,
Slut.
That's a good use.
I like how this guy stopped to shave. Like, hold on. Right.
That slut was so aggressive.
Grabs her neck, I think.
I guess she's like praying or something. I don't know before that, but I thought that line was choice. Now, the bees.
But first, the rest of JD's favorite parts. No, all right, bees. We had boxes, blood, blasts, blazers, bullets. We had a burning body because they had somebody in the car when it was on fire. I don't know if that really counts, but
it's like a half.
We had bruise. We had guy through glass, which honorary B. We had honorary pool, a chopper. We had a happy look out slow version. Let's see. And then we had some weird bees, which we had some backflips. We had a bald eagle. Just hanging out.
A bald eagle.
Bald eagle guy.
Yeah.
He had like a bald eagle as a pet.
Oh shit.
And then we had the barrel chested broad man in bikini bottom.
The baby.
There's a baby. Oh, the baby that, dude. Yeah, that car that crashed through they show this baby just walking across the front of this store, and then this car goes right through it.
Baby.
Fucking baby.
Oh no, don't kill the baby.
Oh no.
Oh, that baby got ate.
They gotta cut to the baby, right?
They better cut to the baby. I mean, that baby just. Oh,
all right.
Oh, it's got
flour on its head.
Plaster on its head. Yeah. And they had to pick up the baby to show that it didn't die.
Yeah, if this movie feels dangerous enough to where you kind of thought maybe they would show a dead child.
Yeah,
but they don't, thankfully. But this
bit of a little bit of plaster on
like a movie where they would be like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just have the baby laying on the ground.
If he died, it would be that guy. The Judas would have killed it somehow.
Yeah, he was. His name is Judas. So
Psycho. So bamboo. I don't know if that's a bee, but they were fighting with some bamboo.
We had red lights, kind of. Yeah.
Oh, definitely that room he was meditating in. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool looking. A lot of red in this movie, but that was the whole red. That was the fully red scene with some gold hints. It was kind of pretty.
They had enough hay to make a hay boy, but there was no hay boy. very upsetting.
There was a dummy I think that they threw out of that helicopter that does a belly flop, which maybe counts.
And then
I
blades.
think it was a dummy.
But no
Any blades. It was
not a
hard to tell if they maybe had a butterfly knife. The knives weren't really given a lot of insert shots or any kind of coverage, so I don't know.
Have we done the big one yet?
I'm waiting for it.
We had a big bee here.
Yeah, so
a big, long, beautiful bee.
It was a banana boat buffet boomerang bent blade.
Brawl.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Big bad boys brawling at a banana boat buffet
with blades,
with boomerangs and blades, while bodacious bikini babes looked on.
Yes.
Okay, Justin nailed it.
And then I guess we had a barge pool ?
Yeah, we had a fucking swimming pool.
Because the banana boat was near the pool that was on the barge. There's a lot of bees on.
The barge was in the water, tethered to the hotel. I think docked at it or something. I don't know.
Don't bring geography into this.
This might have been a different scene. It may not have been the hotel, but there was a barge in the water that was tethered to land that had a big ass swimming pool in it.
Yeah.
So wild. Yeah, I want to go to this place. It seems cool.
Cool place. Yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore, really,
because they blew it all
away.
up.
All the colors. Well, they did blow everything fucking up. Christopher Mitchum took care of that.
Like whatever we shoot, we got to blow up because we can't.
We got to blow the fuck up out of it. Yeah, this makes me want to watch another Christopher Mitchum movie for sure.
Yeah. And there were so many. I mean, this was just an honorary, but there's so many guys through glass. There were 2 guys through glass. There was guys through
double guy through glass scene. Yeah, 2 guys jumped through 2 separate parts of a big plane of glass. That was cool.
And when he picks up the guy in that bathroom fight and he shoves him into the light fixture above, like it's one of those like whole plates of the fluorescent light or whatever. He just shoves him in the ceiling and then drops him. That guy Judas was the man in this. I mean, he's a psycho and horrible, but he was the most exciting person to watch, I feel like.
His face is amazing. Just every little mug that he does for camera. The way he moves is so interesting to me. You don't see people move like this anymore. Like, I think I wish, Apocalypse was here to confirm, but I think this guy was like maybe a legit martial artist. He seems like he knew what he was doing compared to everybody else there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty good. I guess we can rate this thing and get out of here. JD, you want to keep going first?
Justin, do you know what you want to rate this thing? Because I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 bags.
3.5. All right. Any thinking behind that?
Not really. It just felt right.
3.5.
I think maybe what was holding me back, it might have been the resolution that like it was hard to tell what was going on sometimes and like who people were and like what was being said and I don't think that's a knock on the movie. It's just probably how we ended up watching it. I feel like I probably would like it more if I could see a better copy of it.
You wanted a good movie out of this.
Not a good movie, but I wanted to like, I don't know. There was some fun stuff that I feel like I didn't get to fully enjoy.
There were definitely some scenes that you could tell that they just shot to like connect things together. Like, because Jack Carver wasn't like present at some of these places. And like, remember he got that phone call and he's like, where is she? Oh yeah, I'll be right. But he was just with her. So like, I don't know why he would leave her alone.
Yeah. The disconnect of how the movie is put together is either charming or not to you, I think. It's depends on your taste and your mood.
I would say, it's unfair for me to give it a lower rating based on the quality of the stream that we watched. Mm-hmm. So we'll go 375.
375.
I was bouncing between 3.5 and 4, so we'll just go right down the middle.
Alrighty then. Cool. JD, what do you got?
I was gonna give it a 3.5 as well. I don't know. I think I'll go with a 3.55, just the extra 5 because of microfiche or microfilm. Just
Love microfilm.
in honor of Apocalypse not being here. I give it a weird number, 3.55, because I feel like Ricky O is better than this, and some other ones were deserving of a 4. And this was super fun though. I would definitely watch this one again. And I hate to ask you to pull another clip, but we got to see that chair swivel because that was
when he hits him at the beginning, he comes back around.
the time the chair swivel was better was when that guy with the bulge did it. And scream for help.
All the way around.
My chair was a swivel.
Oh,
he gets
and
hit.
he does that backflip.
Yeah, that's where the backflip came from.
That was pretty good. I found him pretty charming. I liked that it was so crappy looking. I like some of the weird colors that were coming from the VHS rip of a rip, probably. Sort of the bananas editing that goes on. It's like I don't really know if they intended it to be that way or if this is some chopped up weird version that someone made to just compress it to fit a more like standardized movie time to just go action. Here's 3 scenes where people are talking for like 2 minutes before we bust it up with more motorcycles or whatever. So I'm gonna give it a 4. It's pretty trash. I mean, it's very, like you mentioned Ricky O, which is great. But I think the difference with that, Ricky O is amazing. I'm not knocking it at all, but there is a knowing factor. There's not the sort of maybe not authenticity is the correct word, but just like there's no playing for comedy at all.
Yeah, he didn't like.
It just happens naturally without. It's just the filmmaking that is like we're just doing an action movie, not thinking too hard about it. And I thought that genuine kind of thing is always nice to see, which comes out of these 80s movies, which is something about the 80s was just a very genuine time. People weren't as the 90s come around and people were just like standoffish about stuff, people, become ironic and think everything sucks.
Yeah. And while the 80s they had that machismo rule of like, oh, this guy's got to like kill all these people. And he's, like there were a lot of like simplifications of characters, but I feel like it was still interesting how the director, like there's that one scene where the car drives over this trench of workers and they all duck and they're like, hey, why'd you do that? And then the other car comes and they duck. Like there were some little cute things that he put in there that you could tell he like had some attention to detail. Like that's probably why he made so many movies. And I don't know, deserving of very much.
To go along with what you were saying, Joey, like there's something like just kind of so unintentionally wonderful about low quality or non-actors trying to act well above their skill set, playing something so overly serious or like super tough or macho, and it's like clearly not working for this person. And it's like I'm thinking of like our broad-bodied buff boy in this one. Dude, and he's just like, he's so serious and he has taken this role as serious as anything he's ever done in his life, and he is so bad. And it is just so like unintentionally wonderful to see those kinds of things. Like it's what makes trash movies so fun, is that unintentional, like, I
realize that's why we watch a lot of stuff from the 80s. I think it's just because there's this, I guess it's like part of that generation of boomers when they were just like, America's great. I'm the child of, people who went to war. We're a great country. We're awesome. We're tough. And all this stuff is just no one's making fun of that like thought process yet. And there's something kind of oddly beautiful about that. And then everybody starts getting jokey about stuff like this towards the end of the 90s. I mean, there's obviously a lot of good early 90s trash that I think is fun too, but this
Well, there's a
80s,
reason-
this 80s stuff is pure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pure cocaine.
it's kind of the
Yeah,
reason.
pure
like,
cocaine.
definitely fueled. But there's a reason like Arnold is so captivating to watch, even though some of the things he says doesn't sound right, or they don't, like he wasn't the best actor, but there's something about his intensity and the way he carries himself through a scene. Like when he's doing something, you just can't look away. Like I don't know, and I think everybody tried to kind of copy that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah. That genuine American bravado.
Yeah.
Is fun
But also
to,
like
to watch.
a genuine unawareness of like how
Silly some of the stuff is.
how silly and bad some of this is.
Yeah.
Well, it was
great to see.
people thought movies were real. They were like, oh, this guy, yeah, G.I. Joe, he's a real dude. He's just out there killing people, and I don't know. It was more of a magical medium, so you could have stuff like this, and it was just a cool time, to turn your brain off or whatever.
It's almost gotten to the point where like people take movies so fucking seriously nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And like everything has to be so believable that
Right.
like, it has to be so even the most absurd concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Like there has to be some tether to reality that makes you feel like this is real. This would actually happen. It can't just be silly and fun anymore.
Like even in like Marvel movies, where like especially some of the bad ones that have been out in the past few years, where it's just like too jokey. Like it's like there's no reason to make jokes right here.
Right.
Like, you're just joking because you're in a ridiculous movie, and no one knows how to write this anymore because it's been done to death. And I think that I don't know if you guys saw Thunderbolts, but that one it's still got jokes and it's very funny, but it's got this more genuine thing to it that I appreciated. And
Nice.
And Florence Pugh is really giving it her all, and it's pretty good.
Nice.
But yeah, all right. So that is 3.76666666666666 repeating.
Oh yeah.
From the
Lord and
Trash
Savior.
Movie Kings for American Hunter. Pretty good movie from 1989. Indonesia action-packed microfilm
AKA
movie.
Lethal Hunter
Lethal Hunter.
in places that I'm not sure of.
Probably
I can't
they
find out
dropped the
where it was in
American.
Lethal.
Yeah, they probably places that America was not popular. They were just like Lethal Hunter. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Jay, do you have a movie coming out?
Yes, it may or may not be streaming when you listen to this episode. No,
You guys getting it out that fast?
No, it's not. Sorry, I forgot it was coming out soon. But when someone listens to it in December or something, who knows? Whenever you're listening to this podcast, check out Best of Trades on streaming platforms because I don't know where it's going to be yet. But it's on IMDb, and you can follow us row7films.com, row7films on Instagram. Just check out, we have another film we're in development for right now. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be a next step for, we're not going to shoot it for 3 years like we did the last one. But still, no, it's Best of Trades is really fun. We just screened at River Oaks and it was a great time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that and leave us a review on the Letterboxd if you would like.
Yeah, there's a ton of people at your screening. It's very fun.
There's one guy that really hated the movie, and that was hilarious. But yeah, people enjoyed it.
Yeah, if you were listening to this, be kind on Letterboxd. You don't have to write a bad review for a little tiny movie that could.
Right, you don't have to give us 5 stars, but come on, we tried our best.
If you don't like something, you
Dog
don't have
shit.
to make it a personal attack of the people that make it. It's weird. It's weird when you do that
it's a
on the
weird
internet,
thing.
guys. Like when you make something personal that
Right.
people are just we're just making our art. We're just having fun out here trying to make some money and do the things we love.
Yeah.
Don't be weird.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a Trash Movie Kings. TrashMovieKings.com, I think, still exists. Me and Justin have another movie called Someone Dies. It'll be out at some point. I think we're doing a screening at some point in Houston. We're delaying it, I think. But yeah, thanks for playing, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.
See ya.
See you.